Hey, what's up everybody? It's GUA here, and I'll be making this video for a suggestion for Age of Empires 4 on bringing cosmetics into the game. Super quick background on me. I used to be a bounce tester for Age of Empires 4. My name was FE Mark R. If you guys remember me, obviously a lot of people know that, some people don't. But yeah, so I used to be on the bounce team, and I left the bounce team shortly after the launch of AOE IV. And basically, I just have another suggestion. I remember thinking of this as a suggestion for AOE IV, like always, and I don't know. Maybe I discussed it at some points, but never was anything that AOE IV went with. They didn't want to do cosmetics or any things that you can pay for in the game when the game initially launched, because some games get the reputation of like, oh, pay to win, and it's very important that you want to stay away from that. But there's a way where you can make cosmetics and still make the game money. Most games these days are like free to play. You look at like Fortnite, League of Legends, they're completely free to play, but you can buy cosmetics that doesn't affect like the game. It's not like pay to win, and that's how games make money. And the current financial business model for AOE IV and really all the Age of Empires games is honestly like very bad. Like for AOE IV, you sell the game once. It makes the money from the first time purchase, and then AOE IV comes out with a brand new civ once a year or something like that, and then they make like a little money from the new civ. Like financially, that's such a bad business model, and I really think the Age of Empires games could use a much better business model that games like League of Legends or Fortnite use. And this is basically a quick suggestion on how they can maybe do this. So, yeah, right now I'm going to show you guys something from this game called Age of Empires Online. It was a game that came out like 10 plus years ago. It was an interesting story. The game was like really bad at launch. They tried doing this with Age of Empires Online like 10, 12 years ago, but they made mistakes at launch where it was like pay to win. And I'm not going to get into the whole story of Age of Empires Online. They later fixed things, but the game just like died. And but when they did later fix things, they actually found like the perfect business model for an Age of Empires game. They just did it way too late, but they actually have like the perfect model for what I think would work for Age of Empires games. So I'm going to show you what they have and how we could basically copy it or do something extremely similar and bring it to Age of Empires 4, and how I think it actually would be a success to bring cosmetics into AOE 4 in a good way where it doesn't make the game pay to win, anything like that, but it kind of fits the game really well. And then the suggestion would be you can make Age of Empires 4 completely free to play, and then they would make money through like cosmetics, and like how League of Legends does and Fortnite. So I'm gonna show you guys examples here, try to make this video not too long. So yeah, this is Age of Empires Online. So Age of Empires Online has a very, very cartoony graphic style, which will of course put some people off. Age of Empires 4 kind of has a cartoony graphic style, but not to the degree of this game I'm about to show you, which is, I like AOE IV graphics. I think they're really good. Yeah, so I'll show you like how they did it in this game and how it could translate to Age of Empires 4. Okay, so yeah, this is Age of Empires Online, and so you can equip your units with gear, basically. If you look at the bottom, these are like the gear. Oh crap, I'm getting attacked. I'm gonna have to do this quick. Okay. So yeah, there's different cosmetics and gear you can put on your units. Let's look at this villager. So right now this villager, he has a bandana on his head, and it looks pretty cool, pretty badass. And let's look at like this hoplite, or whatever his name is. He's got Greek Baroque gear, which looks like really cool. Like look, the shield on his back is an item, and then like the swords both look really badass. And then you look at this archer, there's different styles. This archer, he has like a wizard hat on and like some really weird bow. It's like super goofy, super cartoony. And then let's look at this guy. He's got like a dinosaur skull as a helmet and prehistoric style. The fighting. And then, yeah, the horseman. So you kind of get an example, like there's these different styles of the vanity, there are different styles of the gear, of the cosmetics. And let me show you something. So, yeah, there's different styles that you can put on. And then let me go to the options really quick. So the important thing is AOE 4, I think, could do something very similar to this. And so in Age of Empires Online, they have this setting. It's called Show Vanity Gear. So the things that I was showing you, is what's called like vanity gear. So you see like the archer with a super silly, you know, a super silly hat on, and you know, obviously some players might not want to play with that. It makes the game look overly cartoony or overly weird, but this setting is perfect. So you could have show vanity where it's going to show the gear for you and your opponent, or you can have it where it only shows your stuff and then the opponent would look like in their normal, like a normal unit, or you could have none. So you have the options, you know, putting it how you want, which is perfect. You know, some players, if they want to make, you know, one of their civilizations look super goofy, they can put all their units with like wizard hats. They can make their archers have, you know, some super, like there's like carrots. There's really silly and goofy kind of items you can put on your units. Or you could put on like the heroic gear, which looks like just really badass and really cool. So you kind of see the different options that you could do. And let me actually go to Capital City. So yeah, AOE IV basically could copy the same exact model, and then I'll show you how it works. So this is what is called Empire Points. What I would suggest for AOE IV is that you basically you'd make the game free to play, and then you'd come out with what's called Empire Points. Similar to how League of Legends, you have Ride Points, and that's like your currency in game, or you know, Fortnite, you have the whatever the hell it's called in Fortnite. So Empire Points, you would buy Empire Points with real money, or you can earn Empire Points like slowly from playing the game. Like you win a 10 1v1s, I don't know, you could basically accumulate Empire Points slowly just from playing the game. Or you could spend real money on it and to get it right immediately. And what you would use Empire Points is, say AOE IV comes out with a new Civ, then you'd use like 1,000 Empire Points to buy the new Civ, or you know, whatever amount, and that would be how the game would make money. So AOE IV would be free to play, and then people would buy Empire Points with real money, and you'd use the Empire Points to buy new civilizations, to buy all the different gear for your units. And then there's, you know, maybe some other little ways they could find out to use Empire Points. But that would be the main thing. You use Empire Points to buy civilizations and to buy the gear. And I really do think this model could work in AOE IV. Either way, this is a really interesting conversation to be brought up. And yeah, like I said, main thing is obviously you want to avoid the game being like pay to win. I mean, it just wouldn't happen. This would only be for gear. It's not going to affect like unit stats in AOE IV. It's just going to affect maybe the way they look. And the biggest thing is the option that I showed you guys. You know, there's the option to show your vanity gear. You can do all of it. You can have it just for you, or you know, not show it at all. And yeah, let me show you guys the gear real quick. So these are examples. Like there's all different styles. Like this is like construction worker. You could put like a saw for your spearmen and a construction helmet for your spearmen. So like really goofy. This is like lunch. You could have like a freaking, I don't know, burger as a helmet or something. You see, like really goofy and like silly stuff. Oh, and then they also had really cool themes. You can make themes, like seasonal themes. So there was like Halloween theme, and I remember I had my Celtic civilization in this game where my villagers, they had a pumpkin as their head. And for whatever reason, it just looks so cool, and I just loved it. Having my villagers with a pumpkin head, you know, it just looks so cool. So yeah, you could have themes for like Halloween. There was like a theme for like Christmas. You could have people wearing like Santa hats or whatever. And here's like samurai helmets. So you kind of get the idea. So many different options you would be able to do for gear, for the cosmetics. And yeah, I think it really could work really great for AOE IV. And the biggest thing is like it would make AOE IV money. I think it would be financially, I think it would be way smarter than AOE IV's current business model. Right now, AOE IV, you buy the game once, and that's how they make income. And then, like I said, they come out with a Civ once a year or something, and then they get their players to spend $10, $15 on it or whatever. Like that's just not it's not a viable business model for a game, especially these days when like every video game is free to play. It's a very poor financial business model. So yeah, just repeating myself. Yeah, for AOE IV, you can make the game free to play, and then people buy Empire Points, and you use Empire Points to buy gear, and of course you have those options. So yeah, I'm repeating myself here. I'm gonna wrap the video up here. I think that's all I have to say. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. And yeah, like I said, at the very least, this is a really interesting conversation, and I've thought of making this video a million times, and I never really got around to it, I guess, until now. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? All right, thank you for watching. Peace.